A very good morning to all our Facebook viewers out there, and also good morning to those present here. We have immediate past club president Ho Mui Cheng, Thad. Welcome to Johor Bahru Happy and Joyous Club. Today is our weekly live Facebook. I'm Helen Siu, introducer of this 15-minute program, getting to know Johor Bahru Happy and Joyous Club through laughter yogi Reina Hogan Rivera. We are honored to welcome interviewee Reina. Reina holds a master's degree in forensic psychology and worked in the mental health field for over 17 years. She was first introduced to laughter yoga while reviving her brain through the dynamic neutral retraining system. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming interviewee Reina and our interviewer, none other than immediate past Club President Ho Mui Cheng. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Helen. See you. It has been very, very interesting session for all of us to know about Reina Hogan Rivera. Ha 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 ha. Thank you for being with us this morning. I think your time should be in the evening, right? Am I right?
That's right.
So,
Firstly,
yeah,
thank you
yeah.
so much. And I'm so honored to be invited by you, Mui Chang, and by you, Helen, and to this beautiful Johor Bahru Happy and Joyous Club. Thank you so much.
So I'm sure you are very excited. At the same time, you're also wanting to know how you actually get to know laughter yoga. Ha 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 ha. Interesting, right? Mm.
Absolutely.
Mm. And it is interesting that DNR, dynamic neural retraining system, is a program to retrain the brain stress responses.
Yes.
So share with us briefly on how laughter yoga had helped you while you were rewiring your brain through this program. Wow.
Yeah. So I first started my journey with the dynamic neural retraining system, which is DNRS for short, in 2023. I was very, very ill. I couldn't even stand up without getting dizzy. I was starting to get more and more like laying down a lot. I had skin problems. I had so many things, anxiety, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A long list of things. And so I started retraining my brain and calming down from something called limbic system impairment. My brain was just in fight and flight all the time. And they have their own laughter yoga sessions called Share a Laugh. And so I was introduced through that. I started it for 2 weeks. I was like, what am I doing? People were laughing and I was like, what is this? But I would just join in and watching people laugh, watching people smile. And even though I didn't feel like laughing, the laughing over 2 weeks is when I noticed a huge difference. I started to feel like more relaxed. I started to feel some of my symptoms start to fall away quicker because I was already doing all the other things. But when I added laughter to my life, it changed everything. It was what I call a game changer. I accelerated my progress, and then I started doing it almost every day. Even if I couldn't hop into a session, I would just go chopping vegetables, or I would dance and laugh. And I started to join the International Laughter Club. And then one of the leaders there, Morta, just cracked me up one day. I was laughing sincerely. At first it was like I didn't feel like doing it, but then when I saw her contagious laughter, I was like, I'm hooked. I now am hooked, and I love this, and I love the community, and I love meeting people like you, and I love learning about these causes. So it has been so connecting, so life-changing for me.
It's interesting. Your experience is such a wonderful way of rewiring yourself.
I have
Wow,
changed my
wow.
brain. And you know, there were miraculous things that happened as I rewired and I laughed, like moles that I had for years disappeared. My eyesight got better. Like I like dry eye, all the stuff cleared up. My skin glowed every single time I was done, right? And then I had severe skin conditions and now it's smooth and nice and it's like such a gift, like this thing. And what I love about it so much is it's just so accessible, like the breath, right? Like you breathe in, you can also just laugh any moment, and it's such a beautiful tool.
It's interesting because I also have been observing you in the International Laughter Club. You have transformed. You know, your facial look also looks brighter and more brilliant.
Thank you.
Good, good, very good thing to hear this good news of transformation through laughter yoga. It is indeed a great pleasure to see people changing for the better and also be able
Absolutely.
to share the laughter to the community. Yeah. Tell us how you first knew or heard about Johor Bahru Happy and Joyous Club.
Because of you. One day, yes. My Chang was like promoting like you have like special events on Zoom, sometimes themes, you know, around the holidays or something like that. And I joined in one day, and it was what I loved was how much I got to be part of the session. They were like, Reina, why don't you throw in a laughter exercise? Like, okay. I felt so included. And then I did my research, and I was what I loved. It was how the Johor Bahru Club like goes to these hospitals, to these community centers to help bring joy to communities of people who live with illness, live with mental illness, live with suffering, you know, and then and help to alleviate that. I worked like for like Helen said, many years in the with the mental health population. I worked in prisons for 5 years, and I've worked with really, you know, different populations throughout my career. And um, I love that. The first thing I wanted to do once I became a laughter leader myself was bring this into prisons. I didn't quite get there, but what I did do was go to like these residents where there were like people living with mental illness, both elderly and young people, and I would do a half hour with them, and I loved how transformative it was for them. Like at the beginning of the session, they would be very low and low energy, unfocused. And then at the end, they had smiles and they would say, I love this. And I can imagine just the joy that you bring to these spaces when you go to the hospitals, when you with people with cerebral palsy or, you know, all these different populations. I can imagine how it brightens their day to have your joyous, beautiful energy enter that space and transform their day.
Yeah. It is interesting because in Johor Bahru Happy and Joyous Club, we do have consistent activities to cater to the different class of people who actually would love to have us with them. So that's why we are actually forming the Malaysian Laughter Yoga Society for
Mm.
the community throughout whole Malaysia. So it has been formed since March 16. So we are also looking forward to see more people to join Laughter Yoga movement throughout whole Malaysia. So at this moment, we also know that you actually have been enjoying so much of Laughter Yoga. How would you see yourself in 10 years time towards this Laughter Yoga journey?
Oh, it's such a great question. So when I was rewiring my brain, a big part of that was visualizing my future, right? And so I visualized this is really this visualization specifically helped me with my confidence. And I used to be so nervous presenting in front of people. I would just get terrified, you know, speaking out loud and, you know, just using my voice, right? So what I started doing was once I got to be a laughter leader, taking the course and getting the certification, I started visualizing myself in front of thousands of people, just facilitating and making them laugh and hearing the roar of laughter coming back at me, absorbing the energy. And it's something that I don't think is outside of possibility. I could see myself at a conference one day leading a gigantic group of people. I could see myself bringing this specifically to Latin America, the way that you incorporate this in Malaysia, the way that you bring this to hospitals and all that. I visualize myself doing that here in Dominican Republic and bringing it into Latin America, because I think that this should be worldwide. It's so beautiful that we can just quickly laugh and change the way the course of our day. We can change our negative thoughts by laughing, right? We can change our mood in the moment. We can connect with somebody. Let me tell you, ever since I started laughing, my laugh is easy and effortless, and people, I feel, want to be more around me than before, because I project a more positive energy, and I want to bring that to more people. So I hope that I can spread the joy of laughter yoga the way that I've seen your club do so.
Definitely, you can do it because you have already start imagining, you have start visualizing. So the law of attraction says, what you imagine what you want, you will get what you want. You visualize what you want, you get what you want, because this is workable. And so long as we know that our mission is to spread laughter to throughout, then we can see some changes in people. The more changes it goes, it will ripple all over. So we are very glad that we have such kind of this mission and vision to do something for laughter. We also like to thank Dr. Kataria for the gift of laughter for all of us to be able to use these tools to spread.
Absolutely.
Let's all laugh.
Ho, ho. Ho, ho. Ho, ho.
Yeah.
Hogan Rivera, nice to have you this morning with us and this evening with you here. So now I'd like to get our Helen Siu, our publicity director, to say something to continue.
Thank you to our interview Reina on her awesome sharing. And also thank you to our interviewer, immediate past president, Ho Mui Jin. Thank you to all the Facebook viewers who present today morning on the Publicity Live Facebook. Before we end our program, we appreciate all the Facebook viewers to like, share, and comment. Each of everyone, your feedback is very much appreciated. Looking forward to see everyone next Thursday, Malaysian time, 8:30 a.m. Have a pleasant day, everyone. Thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone, for
Thank you,
being
Rina.
here.
Thank you, Edie.
Bye.
Bye. See you.